big factor with luxury cars is exactly how much luxury you get for your money. The best cars come with plush seats covered in soft leather, while even the seats in the back will come with electric adjustment, massage options, and maybe even a recline function. There will be legroom to spare and the kind of in-car entertainment that used to be the preserve of first-class transatlantic flights, with high-end audio and visual systems that can be tailored to any requirement. But which models are best? We've rounded top 10 favorites here. Let's have a look. Number 1. Bentley Flying Spur. Luxury and performance are a synonym of Bentley, and the Flying Spur is the brand's small 4-door limousine. It uses an extended version of Continental GT coupe's platform and comes with the choice of a V6 plug-in hybrid, a 4.0-liter V8 or a 6.0-liter W12 engine. No matter which engine you choose, this two-tone plus saloon delivers a sub-5 second 0 to 62 miles per hour. Naturally, the W12 offers the highest top speed at 207 miles per hour. The Flying Spur offers majestic levels of refinement and was rightly crowded Luxury Car of the Year 2021 at New Car Awards. It's so well insulated and refined that even the roar of the twin-turbo 6.0-liter W12 engine is merely an underlying soundtrack. As with all Bentleys, the Flying Spur is beautifully finished inside with the finest wood and leather trim, so you can be carried in supreme comfort at high speeds. Number 2. Mercedes EQS. The Mercedes S-Class has long been seen by many as a staple of luxury cars. So, when the all-electric EQS was first announced, all eyes were on it to see if it could deliver the same high standards into a new market. This pressure was only increased with the arrival of newcomer models like the Lucid Air. Although many of the top features are optional extras, the EQS can be specced with a large range of features such as a Burmester surround sound system, active ambient lighting, remote parking, messaging seats, and even the brand's air balance system, with features an air ionizer and diffuses fragrances around the cabin. The EQS doesn't just impress on the luxury front either, as it boasts brilliant battery range. Thanks to a huge 107.8 kilowatt-hour battery and aerodynamic design, both the 450 Plus and 580 4MATIC variants of EQS are capable of well over 400 miles per range. Moving to the next, number 3, Mercedes S-Class. While the EQS is a new entry for Mercedes, the long-serving S-Class still offers one of the most refined and relaxing driving experiences on sale. Vibrations through the pedals and steering wheel are non-existent, and even at motorway speeds, you won't hear any wind or tire roar. You'll float along, unaware of the imperfections in the road surface, as the Mercedes simply soaks up the lumps and bumps as if they were never there to begin with. Add to this engine so quiet, you will regularly be convinced the start-stop system has cut in and a silky smooth 9-speed automatic gearbox, and you have the ultimate luxury combination. The S500 4MATIC version uses 3.0-liter 6-cylinder petrol engine producing 429 horsepower, which is good enough to propel from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.9 seconds. Even the 282 horsepower S350 diesel is capable of a decent 6.4 second sprint time and 155 miles per hour maximum speed. There is no surprise that the long wheelbase model is all about the rear seat, which comes with enough legroom to kick back and watch other road users drive past in their leather vehicles. Should even that be too stressful, the seats come with heating and massaging features to take comfort up to another level. Moving to number 4, Rolls-Royce Ghost. When it comes to luxury and refinement, the new Rolls-Royce Ghost delivers in spades. There are only 2 parts carried over from the previous model: the spirit of ecstasy that sits atop the bonnet and the umbrellas hidden within the doors. The Ghost is based on Rolls-Royce's latest aluminium chassis that it calls its architecture of luxury. It's new to the Ghost but can also be found beneath the Cullinan SUV and flagship Phantom. Although perhaps a little less conspicuous than its Phantom sibling, the Ghost is still 5 meters long and 2.5 tons in weight, so it could hardly be called understated. Thankfully, its 6.75-liter V12 petrol engine produces 563 horsepower, which allows a 0 to 62 miles per hour time of 4.8 seconds and 155 miles per hour top speed. Number 5, BMW 7 Series. The BMW 7 Series has always struggled to match the many benchmarks set by the Mercedes S-Class, but it isn't for want or trying. With a stellar lineup of petrol and diesel engines, the option of a plug-in hybrid handling that's more akin to 5 Series than a limousine, and a host of high-tech gadgetry, the understated 7 Series is still a great choice. There's also the choice between standard and long wheelbase versions, which provides improved rear legroom and is therefore an excellent choice for chauffeurs, and is significantly lighter than the car it replaces thanks to the use of carbon fiber in its connections. This helps to save fuel, although it also means that the Rapid 740i and 750i models handle surprisingly well for such a large car. Number 6. Bentley Continental GT. The Bentley Continental GT may be built on Porsche Panamera underpinnings, but that is no way a bad thing, as both cars feature in this top 10 list. This is a luxury grand touring coupe that will not break a sweat when being driven across continents, hence the name. The interior is a treat for anyone lucky enough to sit aside, with inspiration taken from the wings of Bentley badge. The dashboard, for example, wings majestically out from the central console before continuing to the door trims circling the occupants with a ring of wood and leather. Along with a lavish design, the cabin features an array of technology including bang up-to-date infotainment and safety systems. There's also a bundle of new chassis tech that helps give the Continental GT its great driver feeling on the road. Number 7. Range Rover. Despite its SUV body, the Range Rover is just as comfortable as a long-distance cruiser as it is plowing through a muddy field. Despite its imposing presence, the Range Rover is surprisingly nimble and hugely refined. With the extra height the Range Rover has over its rivals, it feels truly massive in the back, especially in long wheelbase guys, and it gives a fantastic view. One downside of its sheer size though is that it's quite a climb up into the car. Land Rover gives the Range Rover air suspension that can be used to lower the body and make getting in and out easier. But even still, it's not quite as easy to do so as in a BMW 7 Series or Audi A8. Number 8. Rolls-Royce Phantom. There's no doubt that the Phantom is an incredible car. It is powered by a 6.75-liter VW petrol engine, which produces 563 horsepower and 900 Nm of torque. This allows you to plant your right foot and accelerate from a standstill to 62 miles per hour in 5.3 seconds and onto a limited top speed of 155 miles per hour. Well, the price is suitably large to go with the Rolls grand dimensions and 21 or 22-inch wheels, as the least you can expect is to pay north £300,000. So much as look at the options list and you will find the figure heading beyond the 400,000. On the road, it is unbelievably quiet and comfortable, as you would expect, but should you find yourselves in the driver's seat, you will have a mixture of features to make sure you enjoy your time there. Firstly, there is four-wheel steering to aid in low-speed maneuvers and high-speed stability. Then, there is the air suspension and active roll management to prevent unwanted lurching of the body through the corners, all of which make this enormous car a lot easier to keep under control. Number 9. Porsche Panamera. Like the Porsche 911, the Panamera is a masterclass in evolution and ahead of revolution when it comes to its development. While it hasn't been around anywhere near as long, it's clear that the latest Panamera is a logical progression from its predecessor. Thankfully, that means it looks more appealing than the original. The lines have been smoothed out, yet the 911 styling cues remain, while the driving experience has been enhanced to boost its range of ability. It is just as driver-focused as before, so it's a pleasure to drive quickly, and it has performance by the bucket load, but the air suspension can be switched to comfort mode and the press of a button to keep backseat occupants comfortable and unruffled. As before, there are standard and S models, rear and four-wheel drive is available, and there are also e-hybrid, turbo, turbo S and GTS models to choose from. And the last one, number 10, Bentley Bentayga. The Bentayga may be criticized for driving a bit like a top-spec Audi Q7, but it's still an incredibly well-polished car that puts in a strong claim to be one of the most luxurious SUVs on the market. The British marque went big with its first attempt at an SUV, with the first edition models released at launch costing well over £200,000 to ensure that the Bentayga is up to standard when behind the wheel. Of course, it is based on the same MLB architecture in which the Q7 and Porsche Cayenne are built upon. Should you wish to take advantage of Bentley's most potent powertrain, you can opt for a 6.0-liter W12 that pumps out 626 horsepower and 900 Nm of torque. And that's it. Did you pick your favorite one? Because I already did.